business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's Week 12 of the...
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real the jersey. It's the first half, and we done tried 30. We just hustle scoring them, boy. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them damn.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, set.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Green Jack.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. They'll get it inside the 20, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Bill Milton from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. And I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he was trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. 3-7. Not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
From the 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
No, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Powering his way forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the 1st quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they put up. I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this 1st half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2nd and 9 now. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And now the rookie's free. 20. Touchdown, Houston.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Dolphins 35, Texans 14.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Here we go, back. Trail green.
Tua now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Blue, Dick, Mega, Black Ultra, White, Red.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go now.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Okay, right.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now.
Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the turnover, it's Tua.
We'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Touchdown Dolphins! Mike Gesicki as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to try and go deep again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by M.J. Stewart. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on. Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And taking it right down Broadway. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there. When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down. And those plays so demoralizing for the defense. Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive. And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
97.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derek Stingley picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles. It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. 2nd and 3. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield. throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Gets the dump off to Pierce. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got him. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Tua to throw again. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Second and 14.
Right side, complete to Mechie.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Tua to try again on second down. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just added on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And Ndamukong Suh, unblockable there as he got in there to make the stop behind the line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Pass complete to Pierce. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Now Hill to return it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Bill Green. Blue.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Here's Mostert.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden.